Altered Carbon Episode 1 is okay. It's alright. It's meh. The one thing that I have to commend it on is it's done the one thing right that Black Lightning hasn't done, and that's show flashbacks of the character. And show the important flashbacks, the things that people are going to be interested in and want to know. So basically, there is this Asian guy who is a terrorist, or he's seen as a terrorist by other people. He's probably one of those noble terrorists that kills the people that are probably that deserve killing. So the opening scene is him being attacked by this group of masked assailants. Basically, they have been sent to kill him. They kill him and the woman that he is sleeping with. We then have a shot of the future, about 200 years into the future, where basically he's being resurrected in another body, the body of Joel Kinnaman. But the one weird thing with this is that the body that he's been put in has already got military grade training, martial arts. He's basically tactically trained. He's already he's a one-man army. And he's been resurrected for a day. So this obviously has the attention of the police. But basically, he is not his own man. He is owned by this other, entrepreneur. We're shown that he had died and come back as well. But he remembers... The thing is with Joel Kinnaman's character, he remembers how he died exactly. He remembers his past life. This other character that now owns, for lack of a better term, Joel Kinnaman's character, he remembers very little. So he wants Joel Kinnaman's character to solve his murder in exchange for Joel Kinnaman's freedom. It's an interest, and it's pretty much the rest of the episode is Joel Kinnaman's character basically saying, I'm not going to do it. They can put me back on ice. I'm not going to be alive one day, and the first thing I've got to do is solve a murder. I'm not gonna do it. But he later finds out that some people from his past, from 200 years ago, have resurfaced now, and he's basically got a bounty on his head. But that is only because of his ties to this other character that he wants him to find who killed him. But at the end he obviously says, yeah, I'll take the job. But the one problem that I have is it's almost like the world and building the world is more important than building the characters. We're shown a lot of the backstory. We're shown a little bit of backstory for the main protagonist, but we're also not shown that much. We're shown a lot of the main protagonist and a lot of the main protagonist going through like, his first day 200 years into the future. But it's almost like the world around him is more important, and it was almost more important making the world look cool than making the characters cool inside of a cool world. The world is almost more interesting than the characters in it. That being said, the hotel that Joel Kinnaman's character gets attacked in is the best hotel in anything ever. It's basically an artificial intelligence brothel mixed with the Batcave, essentially. So we have a character that's kind of like Alfred, but instead he owns this artificial intelligence brothel called the Raven Hotel. And essentially you put on like a VR headset and it puts you into like the sexual fantasy you always wanted. And it also has its own automated defense system. So with one push of a button, turrets come down, the guy gets his shotgun, starts shooting up the place. And this comes in handy when when Joel Kinnaman's character gets attacked by like 17 people. We're immediately shown that yes, he is a badass. But that's not what I want to see from something like this. What I want to see is him learning how to adjust to a new body, because it is, for lack of a better term, a new body. And it's also 200 years into the future. He needs to learn the world. He needs to learn everything from scratch, basically. But we don't have any of that. He kind of is thrust into this world, and the first thing he says is, "Where's the shower?" And he basically knows everything already. And it's almost like there's no difference between the two, like, the year gap. Like, the outside world still looks as technologically advanced before he died and after he was resurrected. But I do get what Philip DeFranco meant when he said that the hotel is the best character in it, because all of the other characters are bland. All of the other characters are forgettable. And we don't really have... The episode never really had a standout moment. There is no real standout moment. We kind of had that brawl in the hotel, but that's about it. We didn't really get anything else. So it's a bit disappointing. And there's not really much character to the protagonist. We don't really, like, for the brunt of it, he's seen as a jerk that just wants to go back on ice and doesn't really want to do anything. He's just brooding for 50% of the episode. And that's not really what I really like seeing. I don't like seeing brooding characters, which is why I didn't like the first 2 episodes of Black Lightning that much, because it's just brooding. This episode is just brooding, and I hope that they stop that soon. But anyways, that was my review of Altered Carbon, episode 1. I will be back tomorrow with a review of episode 2. Make sure you comment in the comment section below. leave a like, and make sure you subscribe. Peace.